My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake. And who's here? Who is here but this clown? Yes, this clown. Right, Jonah? Right, Jonah? I guess he doesn't like the name clown, but that's what he is. Oh, gosh. So today is Sunday, the 31st of May, 2026. We're on the last day of May. Tomorrow is the meteorological start to summer. And yeah, oh boy. So if you're just here, thank you so very much. Um, I hope you like what you see. I do my lives usually on Sunday. There's one Saturday during the month that I will do my live, but the rest of the time it's always Sunday. Unless something else comes up, and then yeah. So so anyways, what I'm going to be working on today is Jesus the Good Shepherd. And the reason why I'm working on this is because I can work on it. It's a printed. So yeah. So right there. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Oh. So, Exie, Christina. There you are. Good morning. I knew it had to be one of you. Had to be one of you. So, yeah, so today is the last day of May. So, tomorrow is June. And last night when I was in bed, I put this together. Yes, it's a little bit lumpy, but you know what? It's not going to matter because that's not what you're looking at. You're looking at here. So, and I've got 3 bumblebees and strawberries. Yeah, because in in June is strawberry month. So, hi Exie. Oh, Ruthie is there. She's looking at the birds. She's just there must be a bird on the ground there that she's got her eye on. So, anyway, anyway. Oh yeah. So today is going to be a hot day. And yeah, so I guess we're going to see what's going to transpire today. But I think that it is going up to. I don't think it's as warm today. I think it's going up to 28, maybe 29. I think. I'm not sure. It's 24 right now, and it is going to 29 this afternoon. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, we're supposed to get rain. Oh, let me tell you what happened. Oh, I I left here to go to church, and I thought, why is Susie leaning? Like she wasn't quite level. Why is that? So I went around the corner and I thought, I better stop and take a look. Flat tire. So I quickly got out my air compressor and filled up the tire. I think it was that it's the valve stem or the valve stem cover because I went to put it on there and you could hear the air hissing out of it. So I took it off really quickly. So, yeah. So that's why you have stuff like air compressors. You should always carry because those things are invaluable. I know that if you've got CAA or AAA, whatever it is, but the thing is, you're on a waiting list, right? You're on a waiting list. So if you can do it yourself to get you from point A to point B, go for it. Go for it. Um, and that's what I did. And when I came out of church, she was good, but I'll have to keep an eye out on that now. So I don't know if it's the valve stem itself that oops, has to be changed or what. I'm not sure. Okay. So, like I said, I am working here on Jesus the Good Shepherd. And I know I was missing, so that was 13. I thought I had some of that thread. Let me see. No, yeah, it's not in here. Okay. So, if I've got, this one is 20, I can do. Yeah. So, tomorrow I can put up my June barn, and I'm going to change my seasonal one and go into summer. Yeah, so I've got that to do. So, oh gosh, there. Oh, I was going to show you here how far I got on my time traveler. That's how far I got on it. So, yeah, I'm at around 6%. So, and it's coming along really good. Really, really well. But I can't, for me, it's better if I work on a printed. Thank you. Oh gosh, come on. Oh gosh, come on. Why? There. Um, yeah, so I work on that during the week and that where I can spend more time looking at that because otherwise you guys post questions or comments or something like that and I don't see it. And if I don't see it, Christina will. She'll see it. So, yeah, so needless to say, I had a miniature crisis on the way to church. Thank God for my air compressor. It's a little thing, it's just a little thing, but it worked. It took me, I don't know, 10 minutes, I guess. At first, it didn't want to work, and then I fiddled with it, and it finally worked. So, yeah. Okay, so let me go down here. So, otherwise, not much else is going on. I know that Kaylee just joined. Hi, Buffy. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Um, Now, Kaylee happens to be Kathy's daughter. Or, yeah, Kathy's daughter. And she lives just down at the end of the street here. So, so I was talking to her and Kathy yesterday when I was going for my walk. And So yeah, so then she joined up. Please make sure that you are subscribed because for whatever reason, and I have no idea why, people get knocked off. And they can be people that have um, just joined recently. Yeah. Why it does that, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my leg. So, yeah. So I was kind of hoping that uh, maybe Kaylee would join us and Kathy, but I know Kathy and her husband are traveling to Newfoundland this coming week. So, yeah, they're visiting old high school friends or college friends or whatever it was. Yeah. So, if you guys remember last week, just before I started my live, there was the incident out in the hallway. So, this morning I heard the housekeeper was there because she was vacuuming. So, I went to her and I asked her because I wanted to know if she had reported it. And she said no, she was going to, but didn't have the number and all that kind of thing. So I said, I can get it for you. I said, I reported it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. I'm slowly getting them. I only have 6 more to mount, to lace up. Yeah, I did that. And I did it last night when I was in bed. I sat there listening to my audiobook and did that. My back was sore yesterday. Oh, it was sore. Oh my gosh, I could hardly even sit. So I don't know why that is. But anyways, back to the housekeeper. So I gave her the information and she thanked me for being there for her, that I witnessed it. And I said, report it. I said, just tell them that it happened last Sunday around 11. And she said, can I mention your name? I said, go ahead. I said, I'm Ava and I'm in Suite 8, Unit 8. And she said, yeah, so hopefully she does. But he has not, he's been back to pick up things as far as I know. But to live here, I don't think he's here overnight. No. I said, the only way that this guy is going to get help is if we report this. I said, I was that close to calling the RCMP. And I would have done so. But that's a last resort for me. That's a last resort for sure. I don't like to do that. However, had it continued, I would have. So, yeah. So I don't know what's going to, I have no idea what's going to happen. Exie got it and replied. Exie got it. Exie got it and replied. What do you mean Exie got it and replied? Oh, you, Christina. You got it and you replied. Okay. Yeah. So, so I guess we'll see what today brings. Yeah. So, yeah, so today we have the live on Sunday, next week and the week after. So, two more Sundays after this. And then we switch to the Saturday because Father Paul's coming on this Sunday. So, yeah, because I know there are some people who can't make it, but thankfully they watch me afterwards, so that's good. So, yeah, please make sure to give me those thumbs up. Absolutely. So Jonah got he was he was a pain last night, but not as bad. And I woke up at 6:30. The bane of my okay. All right. Is that your South American angel? Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You're doing an excellent job, and I'm so glad that you're doing so well on 28 count. That's good. Yeah. So finally moving the key snap. Good. 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 Oh, gosh. There. So. Do, 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 do. Shoot. So, yeah, it's yeah, but otherwise, not much else is going on. I thought there was something else here, but nope. Yeah. So, if you have not seen yet, this is how far I am on time traveler. I had to change one of the colors in here because I didn't have it. So, still looks good, and I'm happy with it. And I don't mind, putting it was in the same color family, but just a different shade. So I did that. Oh, I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. Oh. Mm. I think it has something to do with my fluoxetine. I did it. I did eat something a little bit, but must not have been enough. So, and then today I gave Sandra 3 printed cross stitch that she's putting in um, for Creamery Days. So I do every year. I try to donate a few things. Yeah. So and the Shadows and Starlight. Nope, they didn't respond to my emails. They would not talk to me. I thought, see if I'm going to donate. Yeah. So, but anyway, I was in Walmart the other day, and you will never guess what I saw. You saw kits. Um, you saw a guy dressed up as a horse. You saw someone there half naked. A fight. What else goes on at Walmart? Yeah, what did you see? What did you see? Must have been something good. Maybe some DMC. Oh, diamond dots. Oh, okay. Someone not wearing pajamas. Very good, XZ. Oh, I don't know how people can go to Walmart or any store and they're dressed like slobs. Like, why is that? Why is that? I've I've been stopped when I've talking to a few people and they say, "You always dress so nicely." And are you going somewhere? And I said, "No." I said, "This is how I dress all the time." Why dress like a slob when you can be, you know, like, I don't know. Some people, like, I can understand it if you're in your own home and you don't go out and you don't interact with people. But why do you have to go to a store? Why do you have to go even to church? Why do you, like, we've lost respect for other people. You may find it acceptable, but that does not mean that other people find it acceptable. Gosh, they are coming into work in PJs and bed slippers, no self respect. Yeah, like why? Why? I just don't understand that. I do not understand that. Like no self respect. I gotta sneeze. Oh, God bless me. Oh, I sneezed twice in church. Slovenly. Very good. Yeah, yeah. That, like have some self respect, you know, or these young ladies that dress well, they're undressed. Slovenly? Yeah, that's like uh, sluggish, piggish, um, that kind of thing. Yeah. These girls there that just figure if they're all hanging out, that a guy is going to want them. The guy looks at her and thinks only one thing. They are in their pajamas. They surely did not wash, brush their teeth, etc. Yeah, you're right. So I don't understand. I just don't. Now there was one time, like when I had to go up to the ER up in Ashern, and I had my pajamas on because I had just taken a shower, and I had put clean pajamas on, and I was not going to get dressed all over again. So I just went in my PJs. Other means untidy, dirty, or not careful. Yeah, piggish. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Christina. Alexa, what does the word slovenly mean? Thank you. Exie, or Exie, I'm calling you. But yeah, it is. I just have my, I just ask her, and yeah, it's a word. It's a word. Yeah. To me, it means more like piggish and you know, well, filthy and dirty and unclean and yeah. It's actually in the Bible, the word slovenly. Slovenus, I think. I don't know. It's not a word that is used in everyday language. Okay. It's just something that it used to be, like 100 years ago or more. It meant that. See? You got an English lesson. So, yeah, that's the way that he is across the hall. Slovenly. Yeah. Slovenous. I don't know. I don't know if that's a word, but slovenly, yes, I've heard of that. It's just it's an old word. It's just like covetousness, right? That's coveting your neighbor's belongings or something. Yeah. You know, they're old English words. So, so what is everybody stitching on? What are you all stitching on today? Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, oh, oh my nose. My allergies, the pollen and everything else. Yesterday when I went for a walk, it was like it was snowing outside. All the seeds and stuff were all blown around. Wings of the dove. Oh, good. And the rest of you, what are you all working on? Yeah, that diamond dots. I think that was the very first company to do diamond paint. I'm thinking. You can find them at the dollar store too. Absolutely. So yeah. Oh. So yeah, so my allergies are starting. Juliet was sneezing, and we're a month behind. So we should already be past this from Satan's piece. The piece from HELL, right? Yeah, from Hades. from, what is it? Um, oh my gosh, what is it called? Ah, I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, how many of you had a project like that? That is so irritating, so unbelievably irritating. I've had many of them, many, many, many of them. I hope you all remember that you can, because I'm a, I don't know, representative of Painting Fairy. I don't know if that's what you call it. Okay. You can always go to Painting Fairy and find something there. Um, their kits are getting better, and I'm so thrilled about that. And what you can do is you can get a, if you use my discount code, well, you go to fairycrossstitch.com, okay? And don't put in Painting Fairy because that goes to someplace else. So it's fairycrossstitch.com. And you use my discount code, which is my name, Ava Kunzelman, EVAKUNZELMAN. 12 letters in my name. Then you will get an extra 5% off, and I get a referral fee. Yes, 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 yes. And you have no idea how that helps me out. It's wonderful. But if you need threads, if you need fabric, they've got patterns, they've got all different. Um, I think I'm going to order a PDF next time, and I'm going to see what the PDF is like. I am. I want to see what that looks like. So I don't know if they will send it right away. They shouldn't be charging a shipping fee. Mm. So I don't know. I will have another order coming in, just a small one. Um, I think maybe by Thursday, depending on if the highway is closed. They've had a couple of really bad accidents there, and so the highway has been closed. And on Highway 17, I guess that the road was washed out, and so they're having to redo the road, so it won't be open until tomorrow, I think. I think. So, yeah. So, anyways, this chick is broke. I was able to squeeze some money through a coffee straw to kit up 2 Bella projects. Straw is crying so loudly I had to put it in timeout. No, it didn't exceed. Not yet. I would have told you. You've got to give it time, okay? It's very slow. Canada Post is very slow. Yeah. But yes, if you're interested, if you need threads, if you need whatever it is, I will let you know, Exie. Absolutely, I will, because I'll be doing the happy dance. Yeah, and then I can alternate between um, my time traveler and this one, because I'd like to get this one done. So, so yeah. So, yeah. So, and they've got cheap kits. Oh, hello, Lynette. Nice to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, because then what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll have the Egyptian one as a one thread a day, and then I will continue working here on my time traveler. So, yeah. I was able to get quite a bit of it done yesterday, so I was very happy about that. So, Lynette, what are you working on today? Are you stitching? Are you diamond painting? Are you painting? Are you knitting? Sewing? Crocheting? Whatever it is that you do, that's fine here. Absolutely, it's fine. Two, 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 two. Okay, come on, go on, right now. So, Christina, when you went to Walmart, what were you looking for? It's Were you thinking of starting up on diamond painting? I know Carol, she's been working on a diamond painting. She needed a break from stitching. Yeah. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. Just because I stitch and you do something else does not matter. As long as it's nothing X rated. Because you'd be surprised. Some people, I think, would. Yeah. It's hard to believe it's the last day of May. Do you realize in a month from now, we are going to be halfway through the year? Now, those of you who live in very warm climates, working on Robin Spring by Robin Pickens. I put it aside long ago and now want to finish it before spring is over. Well, you only have today because Meteorological spring starts, or summer starts tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. So I was so thrilled when I was able to find my barns. I thought, I don't know where they went to. Now I've misplaced my clips. I went to get mailers to send off to the winners. Pass not by, but a tiny section, and just look what they had. Finish it in the summer then. That's right, Lynette. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's Jonah. Jonah, quit scratching. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, gosh. He drills. Oof. And all over my. Just a minute here. He goes like this, and it just all. It's like a shower. You should see my walls. I have to clean my walls. And I think up here too, because he scratches it at his one ear. He's had problems with his one ear ever since I got him. Mm. Jonah boy to Jonah boy. So, yeah. Yeah, looking is good. You mentioned a few weeks ago that you were considering doing a Christmas in July project, or am I imagining it? Do you want me to do Christmas in July? Do you want me to do that? I can. I can. Who wants to see, uh, who would like to see Christmas in July? Because I don't mind. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, I've got a few designs that I'm looking at. I can do that. And I'm going to, I'll get it out. I think I know the fabric I'm going to use. It's one of my painting fairy fabrics. Try saying that 3 times. Painting fairy fabrics. Jonah boy. So, yes, I can. Okay. Okay. So for July, it is going to be Christmas in July. I had done that one year, and I think I worked on that printed one, the big one. And that's, I don't know what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. So I can do that. Yes, I can. Absolutely, yes, I can. Yeah. Mm-mm. I just got to pick the one that I want. And yeah, try and work on that. Yeah. I think it's either going to be a Shannon Christine or it's going to be Stitching with the Housewives. It's going to be one or the other. I think, unless I come across a different one. Yeah. So, oops. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. think that will be fun. I know I do have some Stitches So Beautiful, but there is so much patriotic stuff out there now that it would be a break from it all. Yeah, I think a lot of people are tired of it now. Like we don't do a lot of patriotic stuff. We just don't. But do I? Yeah. But it's we just we're not just you know you drive around here and it's very rare to find a Canadian flag. Very rare. You'll find more of the Métis flags than you will the Canadian flags, which is a shame. Jonah, Jonah, what are you doing? What? What are you looking at? Why don't you lay down? Leave your ear alone. What? What do you want? There he is. I don't know what he's contemplating. Oh boy. What are you doing? So, yeah. But him and Ruthie have been kind of, he's chasing, or no, he's chasing her around. What? 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 Yes. But I mean, he's not doing anything anymore. Ruthie runs, but then she'll come back. Yeah. Handsome, but a pain in the Buditsky. Does anybody remember the question that I thought of last week? Anybody? Anybody? Because I don't remember. I said, here's a question. And I mentioned it, but that's where it was like, like that. Yes, 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 yes. So my audio book is getting so, 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 so good. It's all coming together. It is really good. It's called Strangers by Dean Koontz. It's a very long book. Um, it's 26 hours, but it's very good. It's got multiple point of views. And once you understand that, at the beginning, I didn't understand that. I thought, what is this jumping around stuff? Now it's coming together. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And the narrator is great. He's really good. So, so, so I'm going to see if I can get another Dean Koontz book and listen to that then after. So, yeah. So we were just 5 today at church. So, so anyway. Yeah, if nobody can remember the question, have you got another question? Have you got something else? Because I can't think of anything. But I think the Christmas in July is really good. I'm just wondering what I've got here. Just a minute here. Let me see what I've got here. I'm just going to look here in my tablet here. No, I don't want that one. Okay. I have that one. I have. Oops, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh gosh. I've got that one. I know they're backwards, but um oh, oh. I've got It's a Marshmallow World right there. Do that one. Um okay. I do have the Nutcracker. Whoa, sorry. No, stop doing that. Um Let me unplug that right now. I do have this one by Heaven and Earth, but that's a big one. I think it's a mini though, but still. There is this one by Artisy. There is this one. I have that one. That's a cardinal on a mailbox. And that's a mini. Um, I know what. Well, there's another Nutcracker right there. Uh, I don't know if it's Christmas. Would Well, I've got that one. I've got this one. Some of them don't. The pictures don't show up. And there's that one. Oh yeah, there. Oh. Wait a minute. There is this one. I've got all of them. This is the nativity. Oops. Gosh. Come on, go back. That's the nativity sampler. I have the one Home for the Holidays from Primrose Cottage. Cup of Cheer from Primrose. Do 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 do. I do have the winter sampler right there. I have Winter Solstice. That's a Joan Elliott, and I like that one. It's Time Traveler. That's all I've got in here. That's all I've got in. Oh, come on. I have more here in my iPad because all my stitching with the housewives are all in my iPad because it's they don't go into Pattern Keeper. So, so I've got lots. I've got lots. I have lots. What I'm going to decide on, I don't know. I don't know. So, so anyway, and, yeah, I think that's going to be good. I think that's good. We haven't done it in a few years. I don't know if I do it every year. You know, it's like doing patriotic every single year, you know. Like, I mean, during the same month or whatever, right? I know there's a lot of people who are starting Christmas in July. I believe Becky's Madness for Crafting is. And there's probably Yorkshire Crafter, I think. There's others that are starting it. I think Sarah the Stitching Mommy, maybe. Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, perhaps. I know that Stitching with the Housewives is going to be. They're bringing out more designs for Christmas. So I've got a lot to choose from. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do what I do best and do a poll. And then you guys can vote on it. I'll probably have maybe 3 or 4 designs. And I will do my fabric choices with them. So, hi, Jonah. What are you doing, mine Jonah? What are you doing? So, I'm eager to see what you're all going to pick. So that's settled. Starting on the 1st of July, which is Canada Day, we will be starting on Christmas in July. I have designs for Halloween too. I don't do them very often, but yeah. Come on, peeps. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So, hi, Jonah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Hi, Jonah boy. Hi, Jonah boy. What you doing, Jonah boy? Yes, what you doing, Jonah boy? Yes. Oh, I don't know if he's back. I told the housekeeping lady, I said, he hasn't really been here. So I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't know. Maybe they told him to stay away for a while and cool off. I don't know. Yeah, hard to believe the last day of May. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. Is anybody else finding the time just zipping by? I just, I don't know where it's all gone to. We're almost halfway through the year. In a month, we will be on the downside of 2026. Warp speed, absolutely, Exy. Absolutely warp speed. Yeah. So since yesterday was International Hug Your Cat Day, did anybody go and hug their cats if you have them? Well, I had no choice because Jonah was just like this back and forth. And he's heavy when he goes with his paws. Oh, especially when he gets up here. Yeah, I don't have the padding that I used to have. So, yeah. So, how does a 32 compare when doing beading? I'm guessing the stitch would be over 2 over 2. Wouldn't the beads be too big? Yes and no. You can use petite beads. The only thing is that there's not very many colors of petite beads. I use petite beads when I'm putting in eyes, um, that kind of thing. I don't, I thought of a question. You feel comfortable recharting a pattern, or do you feel it is disrespecting the designer? A floss tuber and I had this conversation, and my cats every day, Lynette. She felt badly at first, but not now. Um, I don't rechart it, but I do go and I will change colors. Yeah. I will do things like I did with my July barn. I put it into as for Canada Day, and actually stitching with the housewives. They encourage individuality. I remember years ago, and I probably said this years ago. I worked for a Stitch in Time, and I I told the lady I did volunteer work. She did my framing, and I volunteered. I didn't work every day. I just worked, a couple of hours or something, when she needed somebody. And so she did my framing for me. Anyway, I said, "Oh yeah, I wanted to change something, some design." And she said, "You can't do that. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You've got to get permission." No, you don't. No, you don't. A designer worth their weight in salt will welcome changes. They will. They will. Now, if you take it and you change it around and then you put it as your own design, you can't do that. No, no, no. Then I would say that is copyright. Even though you've changed the colors and all of that, right? No, no. But if it is that you just do your own thing with it without charting it and claiming it as your own, like I've got my lavender and lace autumn up here. And the original, I've heard a few designers say it's okay to make it your own. Yes, absolutely. They encourage that. Um, I changed the colors around because it wasn't like what autumn is here in Canada. It was, I don't know, blues and something or other. I don't know what else it was. Yellows. It just didn't look right. So I just looked it up and there were conversions. And they actually had them on the site, on their, um, I don't know, their website or whatever it was. They'll have links to conversions. But the people don't claim it as their design. It can be their interpretation of the design. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. I don't know. I don't. It's just like here on my time travel. I didn't have the one color, so I just substituted a different one. It is still Time Traveler by Joan Elliott. It's just that I changed a color. So, ow. Now, maybe others disagree, but I don't I don't see anything wrong with it personally. But like I said, if you're trying to claim it that the design is of your own making, no, no, that no, 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 no. I don't go for that. But I mean, I've changed a lot of designs and put different colors or used something different or whatever. And I do not see anything wrong with that. Say, well, like even long dog samplers, they encourage you to use, you know, colors of your choice. Modern folk embroidery, the same. Um, let me see. Um, Hands Across the Sea. Like I said, stitching with the housewives. Boy, the wind is picked up out there. And the fluff is flying. You'd swear it was a blizzard out there. So, what do you think about that? Do you think that is do you think that is okay or say if you've got something and it's um, they've got black and red in there and whatever else, and you go, mm, not what I like, or somebody has used a different color variegated or something, Like I seen one lady, I think it is fun to change colors, add, move, or eliminate motifs. Yes, I agree. Yeah. It's just like here for June. Okay. I changed the color of the barn. I put in the bumblebees. Okay. So did I make it my own? Yeah. Is it a stitching with the housewives? Yes. I would never claim that as my own. No. No. But there was one lady who was working on a long dog sampler, and she is going through, she's got a whole bunch of leftover thread that don't have numbers or anything, just a whole bag full. And she's just putting that in there willy nilly. Whatever it is that she's doing, she's just working on. Could I do that? No. It's too much fiddling. Could I do it in a variegated? Yeah. But some people use the wrong variegated. They start out, the picture looks good when it's this big. You think, oh, this is going to be beautiful. And then they start getting bigger. And it loses that quality to it. If they like it, go for it. But I know that certain threads do not lend itself to working big projects. If you worked on a small project, yes, but not a big one. Oh, I could work on Christmas rules. I've got that. I know Christina finished that. That would be a good one. I'd like to get that one done. I have beehive rules, or hive rules is what I've got. I finished that one. And I do have autumn rules. I have winter rules. I have Christmas rules. They haven't gotten one out for spring. They do have beach rules. Well, I'm not a beach person. I was as a kid. I'd go to the beach all the time, but now, no. If I had a cottage on the lake or something, then yeah, but no. I don't know. I got to look through and see what I want to do. But you need to start that one. Hive rules. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I say go for it. And if you're not working on Christmas in July, you don't have to. If you don't want to do that, no. If you want to do it as winter in July, if you want to do it as autumn in July, oh gosh, to think autumn. We've got 3 months of summer. Just think 3 months. That's it. This year is going by so fast. I hope and pray, good Lord, please, can we get a very long, drawn out autumn, warm, and a very warm mild winter. That's what I'm praying for. Seasons in July. Yep. Yep. You can do seasons. That's right. You can do that. I'm going to dig into Wings of the Dove. I want to enter it into the local fair. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. How close are you to finishing it? Da, 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 da. You're usually a fast stitcher there, Exie. Yeah, we've got nothing here. You are a fast stitcher. Just like, well, we know that Christina really isn't a fast stitcher. She always says, "Oh, no, no, no. I don't stitch fast." No, where are you getting that from? I always laugh. Not at all close. It is a big girl. 16 by 20. Yeah, but still. Is that inches or centimeters? Because 16 by 20 centimeters isn't big. What is that, a 40 by 50? Yes, she is. Her needle is smoking hot. I can tell you that. That's where, if you see smoke rising down there in North Carolina, that's Christina. Absolutely, it is. So, but yeah. So I'm just going to, like on Sundays or Saturday when it comes up, I'm just going to work on Jesus the Good Shepherd so that I can eventually get it finished. And then I'm going to put it in over at the church. Yeah. So, but yesterday when I was working on my June barn, I had to use clothespins to hold it. I can't find. They're in a container like this, that big around, full of these little clips. I used to have it here. Why I moved it, I don't know. I do not know. But I had to move it. Yes, I did. Oh, do you? Which one is that? I know there's one that I'd like to do. Oh my gosh, what is it? Storyteller? I think it's Storyteller that I would like to do. But yeah, I don't know. I've got too many others to do. I've got too many others to do. So, and I got to get some of these finished because they're dragging on far too long. Far, far, far too long. This one and this one and this one. This one. I'm going to be so happy to do my class in September. I'm not sure what weekend yet. I'm not sure what Saturday. I don't know yet. So, yeah. So I'm going to start getting all the stuff together for it. I got to get the kits together. I'll have like 10 or 15 kits that I'll put out, and they can choose one kit. And I'm starting them out with printed cross stitch because it is much easier to teach printed. And at a later date, I can always teach them on how to do counted. And with counted, it will be also putting embellishments in, putting beads in, um, Chronic threads, whatever, rainbow gallery threads, whatever it is. I think that um, I know Kreinik is having a lot of problems getting their threads. What I would try is diamond thread. It will work just as well. Or you can use H-ball. So it depends on the look that you are going for. Okay. So, but yeah, I've got a whole bunch of threads here. I've got containers full. I have a lot of blending filament because that was the big thing in my day, blending filament. And that is you mix. You have two threads of your floss and one thread of blending filament. But it was a pain to work with. Absolute pain. But like I said, you can work with diamond thread. You can work with, that's from DMC. And they have lots of colors. Got red, green, silver, black, blue, white, I don't know, whatever else. Yeah. It's like a metallic, but it's easier to stitch with. So next Sunday there will be a live, and that will be from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Yes. So yeah. But yeah, there's always ways you can change things. You know, you don't always have to keep it the same as what they've got. I know some people are diehard. If it's not this, what they're calling for, nope, nope. Changing it to them is sacrilegious. To me, it's anything goes. I mean, what if I had a red angel and I wanted a pink angel? I'd change it. Yeah. And just be mindful of the fabric that you use, because some fabrics do not lend themselves, and especially with the threads, they do not look good together. Do not use a variegated thread on a heavily mottled fabric, because you're going to lose it. You're just going to, it's going to be gone. I've seen some and it's just like, oh my gosh, you can't even tell what it is. If you like the fabric, then choose the right thread for it. If you like to do it in variegated, choose the proper fabric for it. Solid colors work better than mottled colors when you're using variegated. Mm. I mean, people are going to be people. They're going to do whatever they want, right? And it's whatever they choose. I mean, just because I don't care for it, and to me it looks tacky or whatever, it's just what is the term where it's not cohesive. It's not, it's just not. It doesn't look great. In other words, if you like it like that, you're the one that has to look at it. But I can bet you anything, like especially with big, great big ones, like long dog samplers and that. People start out and stitchers will, they'll do this and they'll go, oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. But then once they get it and it's big and they go, what was I thinking? Because they don't want to admit what they did was wrong or that doesn't look that good. You know, like some people, like my eyes just cross. I just cannot. No, I just cannot. No. But like I said, it's a personal choice. Just because I say that my eyes and my brain, it doesn't compute. If for you it does, God bless you for it. I am not going to talk you out of it. And, but yeah, people just kind of think that they can just put things together, right? Or, um, like if it's a full coverage, like say my lady over there, or just a minute here. Where is it here? My wait a minute. Why my blue nun up there? That you're not going to um, you're not going to see the fabric underneath. So then you can use whatever fabric you want to use. So you might as well make it easy on yourself. Why put a black fabric underneath there and suffer through that and nobody's going to see it? So Yeah. But that's me, you know. I just don't want it that you put all the effort into doing a design and you think it looks good, and it may look good to you, but then other people look at it and they don't like it. It loses its zing, its appeal, its whatever. So, and who am I? Who am I to say? I'm just warning you. I'm just putting it out there, right? Like I know there's a variegated color that is Americana, red, white, and blue. That may be for a small thing. That would look really good. But if you try to do, say, some kind of long dog sampler or some other sampler, and that's what it is, you know, it's, I mean, some people like eclectic things like that. I don't. I'm more realistic. I like stuff that looks like it's supposed to look, you know. I'm not abstract in mind. Not at all. Not at all. I must be outside. I don't know what that is. Somebody on a garden tractor, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, I was in absolute shock this morning. Do I have it? No. Um, when I had a flat tire. Yeah. I just won at Thread Chicken. Good for you. Good for you. I know. I do the same. Yeah, that's always a game. You know, or for me, it is, I like to, oh, just one more thread. Just one more thread. So, yeah. So I'm eager to see what you all want to do. Should we do it as Christmas in July or seasons in July? Because I could work on winter or nativity or something like that, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know I'd like to work on. Sorry, peeps. You're down on the floor. You're down on the floor. Oh gosh. Oh, there. Are you still all there? Yeah. Oh gosh. Everybody went for a ride. That would change the entire feel of the stitch. Yeah. Um. Sorry. Ouch. Yeah. On the floor. Yeah. I don't know. Somehow it just kind of it moved. It vibrated and fell off. So, so I don't know if we're going to do Christmas in July because I want to be inclusive, right? And I know there are people who do not celebrate Christmas. And so I want it to be so that they are, if you could work on a seasonal one, whatever season that you want. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I got to look through my stuff. I got to look through it and see what it is that I want to work on. I know for June, because June has the strawberry moon in it. And so I'm so bad on my challenges because I got so twisted around and everything. But for June, it's strawberry month. And so it was going to be anything strawberry. Well, I did work on before, earlier in the year, I did work on my June. So that's my strawberry contribution. Yeah. Oh, now I'm playing thread chicken and I don't think I'm going to get it. No, I don't think I'm going to get it. It's too many stitches. I've got 8, 9 stitches to do and I don't have enough thread. Nah. Okay, so I'm going to just stop it right here. Yeah. Yes. Oh man, what happened? I think I blocked out there for a minute. She just dropped us on her head. Yeah, I did. Well, actually, it jumped off. And yeah, yeah. With me, things happen. Oh gosh, no, stay there. Stay there. Oh, that hasn't happened in a while, but it does. I'm sure that those of you who watch it after will be laughing. Oh my gosh, was there an earthquake? Oh, there was something I heard this morning, or I just kind of saw. Was there an explosion or something in South Carolina? Something like that? I don't know. I don't know if I didn't really investigate it, but I thought I saw something about it. And apparently it was very loud. Oh, there was. Okay, what happened? Do you know? Did you feel it there in Charlotte? Exie, did you feel it? Well, I guess when that Blue Origin rocket blew up, mm, that was at Cape Canaveral. And had we been there at the Manatee Resort at that time and looked over, yeah, we would have seen it for sure. Absolutely. Mm. The one good thing was that nobody was on it, but apparently it did a lot of damage there. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what happened there in South Carolina, but it seems to be a lot of that going on. It was just like there in California a few days back when something exploded, and uh, yeah, they fear. I think they had two confirmed, but there were nine others missing. So that's the last I heard. I haven't heard anything else. So, yeah. I wonder if I'll get this done by the end of the year. Would be nice. Then I can put that one to bed. Yeah. So, like I said, next Sunday there is a live, and that will be from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I hope that the government here decides that they're just going to go keep it at daylight. I'm tired of this back and forth. We spend most of the year in daylight, so they might as well do the rest of the year because we normally change the clocks in November, and then we change it back in March. Like, yeah. I wonder if, see, Canada wasn't going to do it because they wanted the US to do it first. But when Alberta and BC went ahead and did it, that's when other provinces and territories decided. So it's just going to be a wave all across the country. That's what I think, anyways. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm going to work on this week is I'm going to work on my time traveler. So after the live is finished, I'll work on that. So, Well, so far it seems all the who was it? Debbie McDonald, Tina Diamond, and Luella all got there from my 5th anniversary, Flossiversary, whatever you want to call it, versary. And so they got that. And I guess, Christina, yours are all out in the mail now, I think. I don't know. They might be. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Boy, those birds make a mess. They absolutely make a mess. They're just there and they're going this. Most of it ends up on the ground. Oh, if you're hearing that noise in the background, that's my AC. Okay, so you're not hearing things. It's not white noise. That's what that is. Can I use this for anything? Anything here? Well, I can use it for this. I really hope the housekeeping lady there, she reported that. Gosh, come on, get in there. Why are you not going there? So, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Oh, yours are all sent. I didn't. I haven't investigated. Clips are all over Facebook. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I just they had it, and they said it was a big explosion, but I never investigated it. I never did. Yeah. Okay. So now I can go Oops. So in 2 weeks, well, 2 weeks from yesterday, they're having the Shadows in Starlight again. So I'm going to go to that. And if it is that it's they have the same problems that they did last year, I won't go again. I won't go again because it's just not worth it. But I hope it is that they, they ask for suggestions, right? But then when you give them suggestions or comments, they don't want to hear it. They want to hear that everything was great, all of that was good, and they do not want to hear, which is a shame. There's no, yeah. Oh, my knee. My knee. I was going to ask you if you were going this year. Will you be dressing up for it like you did last year? Yes, I will. Yeah. Yes, I will. But if it's, I mean, why not? I go down there for 2 hours or something. And yeah, I think it's good. So it's 2 weeks from yesterday. So yeah. And I'm just going to walk down there. It's just down 2 blocks down. So we'll see what happens. I've got a different headpiece this year and a different veil because the one from last year was very heavy and very hot. So, and I'm going to take my walker. I really like what you wore last year. You look so pretty in your outfit. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to wear the same dress, but a different headpiece. The only thing is, I had ordered a black headpiece and they sent me a dark blue. But I don't think people are really going to notice it. Not unless they come up to me and they say, "Do you realize that your headpiece, your French hood, is blue instead of black?" Mhm. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, so I will. And of course, I will see about getting pictures again. Yeah. But like I said, if they have not improved it, and I gave them, it wasn't criticism, it was to help make it better. Like they had authors, and the authors came to talk, to read excerpts out of their books. Couldn't hear them. The noise was so loud around us, you could not hear them. Then, when they started the music was even louder. So then you'd go around to the booths and you're trying to talk to people, and it was too loud. You couldn't hear what they were saying. So yeah. So hopefully they've changed it a bit. All they had to do was move the reader's corner over into the quieter area. Um, that kind of thing. So, I mean, I know it was their first year and that, but I know that other people were, because when you've got everybody talking, and they've got all the baked goods and everything else around, and people are going, and you cannot hear, you just cannot hear what is going on, like the readers and that. And that's a shame. I would have loved to have listened to them. And I'm sure that they were frustrated that nobody could hear them. And when they played the music, it was so loud. I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but everything seems so loud these days. I don't need to hear music blasting everywhere I go. It's so annoying. Yes, I agree. It's just like some of the people here, and they talk so loud. Why do they think that other people want to listen to their conversations? Why? You know, like if you had I don't know, whatever it is, why can't you talk quietly, you know, or whatever? Why do you have to yell it? So, mm, yeah. And now this year with my hearing aids, it's going to be even worse. Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. Oh, and when I used to live over there at the church house, um, those people driving by with their cars and boom, 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 like, what? Can you imagine? This is us hearing it out here, okay? What must it be like in their vehicle? And how can they stand that? They do not realize that they are damaging their hearing, but they don't care. And then they're going to, oh, that's Kevin's out there cutting the grass. That's what he's doing. So if you hear anything, yeah, he's out there cutting the grass. So, yeah. So I was having trouble with my hearing because I drove truck and I was listening to, the motor and everything. So I was already having trouble hearing. And it's better now that I have my hearing aids, but yeah, but there's people there and they're talking so loud, and it's like, oh, please, just, or they're doing something, and it's just like, ah, you know. I know, like this morning there, Juliet was getting her pills, so she was doing with her blister pack. And it was right there by her iPad or whatever. Oh my gosh. It might as well have been right here, right here. And then you've got people who only talk like this, and you can barely hear. And some of them, they have YouTube channels, whatever channel it is, and you cannot hear them. You cannot hear them. So please remember, thumbs up, peeps. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So yeah. And then I think, oh yeah, so I don't think Creamery Days is on at the same time as the Shadows and Starlight. I don't think so. I could be wrong because I know I want to go to that because they have the Creamery Days parade and that. So, and I donated there. I donated 3 kits there. So, oh, come on. What is this? Eventually, it's going to be that I'm going to have nothing left. So I won't be able to donate anything. And especially when I do the my classes, it's going to be that planning to be in the parade. No, 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 no. I'm selling Rosie this year over at the yard sale, the community yard sale. I'm selling Rosie. I just no, my balance is too off, and yeah, no. And when I get vertigo and that, no. And my knees hurt a lot. So, yes, I'm going to be selling her. I've got an ottoman in here that I'm going to try and sell for $25. Um, I've got, what have I got? I've got the litter genie that I'm selling. Yeah. I said, try it, it's wonderful. But no, no, it was not good. Not for me. Not for me. It's just not the right thing for me. No. So, yeah. So I've got a few things to sell. I don't think I'm going to sell any or try to sell any of my kits. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use them for my classes. Yeah. So I'm going to see how the one here is going to go and if it goes well. And I have inquiries from Ashern or from Linda or something like that. And if there's enough of them, then I will, yeah, I'll teach a class there. So, yeah. At least trying to get people interested in, ouch, oh gosh, stitching. Boy, it's gotten dark. So, Have anyone got any suggestions? Like all these kits are going to be 11 count and they're all printed. Have you got any suggestions that would be beneficial? What would you like to see me that um, I'm going to teach the basics, but also on how to keep your backs nice and tidy. Um, and do you think that I should charge $20 or $25? Because they're going to get the kit, the time. Um, I may provide a fruit platter or a veggie platter. That costs a lot of money. That's $30 right there. And probably coffee too. But they have the kitchenette there, so I can do with the coffee machines. Mm. And I can't take over 10 people. 10 is the maximum. Mm. So, yeah. So, yeah. But I think at a later date, if I get enough people who say that they want to learn how to do counted, then I'll do another class on counted. So I would start off slow, and when you get established, then you can go up. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yep, yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I've stitched, uh, I've taught classes before. I'm just wondering if there's something else, you know. Like I'm going to be showing that there are the various, like you can, the stitching frames like this, or hoops, or nurges, or whatever. And I will have a few for sale. Low price. Oh, you mean low price? Go for $20 or go for 25? I know Kathy, when I talked to Kathy, she was saying that even $20 was too low. So, but then if I'm going to, because if I have 10 people, say I have 10 people, that's $200. So you take out $30, $40 for the luncheon, you know, and that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When I used to teach, I just taught counted because that was in the day. Excuse me. That was in the day before these printed kits. And I know I took a class and the lady was charging $40. And all she taught was beadwork couching, metallics, linen. $40 for 2 hours. And we had to buy our own supplies. So, and really, for $40 for that was just, you know, could have been a half an hour class because if you're there and you're learning beadwork, you already or should know the basics. So, yeah. So I don't know. $40 is too much. But I'm supplying the kit. I'm supplying a pair of scissors. I'm going to supply a lanyard. I'm going to supply the, what do you call it, needle threaders and that, plus a luncheon, I'm thinking. So, I don't know. But Kathy told me, she said, well, that's not a lot of money. She said, especially for getting everything. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. And of course, it depends on how many people are planning. I know of two for sure. And, I'm going to be demonstrating with magnifying lamps and various floor stands and whatnot. So, yeah. I'll see. I'll see. So, yeah. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Wait until after my video has loaded because it goes straight to private as it's loading. Okay? I cannot change that until after it is loaded. And um, so just wait until it's loaded and then you can comment and all of that, right? Because otherwise you can't. It's private. You won't even see it. Because I've gotten it before where it's like, oh, how come I can't see your video? It's private. That's why, because it automatically goes to private. I have changed it to public every time. When it's loading, it will not. No. It's just one of those weird things that happens. Oh boy. So yeah, so please share my channel out with others, you know, tell others about me and all of that. And if you've got a question for next Sunday, please let me know because I don't have one. I do not have one. I don't. I try, but just like what happened last week, I forget. Yes. So, yeah. So hopefully, when I go out there to check on Susie again, I'm going to, hopefully, your tire is still up. I think it was the valve cover because as soon as I went to put the valve cover on there, I could hear all the air escaping. So I quickly took it off and left it off. It could be the valve stem itself, like it's broken in there or something. So it could be that. They have the tire shop over here, so I can always take it there and get that looked after. So, yeah, it was a shock. It was an absolute shock. Yeah, I didn't know what. But yeah, as soon as I started going with it and going, gee, this doesn't feel right. I should have stopped as soon as I felt something, but I didn't. I kept going a little bit and yeah, and then I knew. I thought I better go and check. So, should have done a circle check, which only takes a minute to walk around your vehicle to check. Because you don't know. Maybe there's a dog underneath your car. Maybe there's a cat stuck in your grill. Whatever. Whatever it is. Should always do a circle check. But I just had focus there on getting to church and yeah. But if you can, you should get one of those boosters and a air air pump thing because you never know when you're going to need it. So should always be prepared. Always. Because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. You'll have to come up here. You'll have to drive up here to get it. No, but I mean, like, they're so small that it doesn't matter the size of your vehicle. You can have something like that. So, but I will check it. I checked it after church and it was still pretty good. So it's not, I think it was the valve cover. It was pushing it so that the air would come out. At first, when I put it on, I didn't think it was going to pump up. but it started, and that was good. I was happy about that. So, yeah. Nowadays you can't depend on anybody stopping, right? You just can't. And if you're in a big city, like out here, it's okay because everybody knows everybody and that. So, yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed the live today. Thank you all so very much for joining me. And if you're watching this after, thank you for watching. And I really do appreciate it. And like I said, next Sunday is the live. Okay. So we will have two more Sundays where there is the live on the Sunday. And then there will be the Saturday after that. So, because I know there are some people who just can't make it on a Sunday. And they, uh, they want to, but they've got company or whatever it is, family or whatever. So anyway, okay, let me finish this up. Let's, no, 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 no. Yeah. That, that, okay. Here. Okay. So this is where I'm at. I'm working on his hair, and it'll be on his beard here, and I work down here. This is the shadowing. This is the hoof of the sheep. Yeah. So this is where I am. So I will start. Bleh, 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 bleh. I will work on this again next Sunday, and eventually it'll be that I will get this. I will get it done in time, and um, and that's good. A little bit at a time. So, anyways, thank you all so very much for joining me today. And I hope remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and wait for this to load. And yeah, and I will be doing just a regular video tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see what happens during the rest of the week. Please go and check out Painting Fairy. That would help me a lot if you use my discount code. That would help me a lot. So, but I'm not pushing it. I am just there if you're looking. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll see you on tomorrow's video, and we'll see you next Sunday on the live. Toodaloodles, everybody.